Welcome to a deep dive into the physics and chemistry of egg cooking, where we explore phase transitions in proteins and fats. An egg is a minimal system for studying protein phase transitions, with distinct regions that transform at precise temperatures. Let's begin by understanding what an egg actually contains at the molecular level. The egg white, or albumin, is approximately 90% water and 10% proteins, primarily ovalbumin. The yolk has a different composition, 50% water, 33% lipids or fats, and 17% proteins. Here we see the compositional breakdown of egg white versus yolk, showing dramatically different ratios of water, protein, and fat. Now let's explore the physics of protein denaturation, the key transformation in cooking. Native proteins exist as tightly folded chains held together by hydrogen bonds, ionic interactions, and hydrophobic effects. A native protein is compact and highly organized, like a tightly wound ball of string. When heated, proteins denature and unfold into extended, disordered chains that can then aggregate. The free energy change for denaturation is delta G equals delta H minus T delta S, where entropy plays a crucial role. At higher temperatures, the entropy term T delta S dominates, making the unfolded state thermodynamically favorable. Different proteins in eggs denature at specific, measurable temperatures. Ovotransferrin, one of the first egg white proteins to denature, begins coagulating at 61 degrees Celsius. Ovalbumin, the most abundant white protein, denatures at 84 degrees Celsius. Yolk proteins, including lipovitellin and livetin, coagulate between 65 and 70 degrees Celsius. This graph shows how different egg proteins coagulate at distinct temperature thresholds, creating a window for precise cooking control. Understanding heat transfer is essential for predicting cooking outcomes. Heat diffusion in the egg follows the heat equation. Partial T equals alpha nabla squared T, where alpha is thermal diffusivity. For a roughly spherical object like an egg, thermal diffusivity determines how quickly heat penetrates to the center. The thermal diffusivity of egg is approximately 1.4 times 10 to the negative 7 square meters per second. The characteristic timescale for heat penetration scales as T, proportional to R squared over alpha. For an egg with 5 centimeter radius, getting heat to the center takes several minutes, not seconds. Heat flows from the hot exterior towards the cooler center, creating temperature gradients that evolve over time. There exists a narrow temperature window where yolk stays liquid while white sets. The egg white begins setting at 61 degrees Celsius, while the yolk doesn't fully coagulate until 65 degrees. This 4-degree window is the secret to achieving a perfectly soft-boiled egg with runny yolk and set white. This diagram illustrates the magic temperature window between white setting and yolk setting, enabling controlled cooking outcomes. You might ask, why does traditional boiling at 100 degrees Celsius struggle to hit this narrow window? The answer is that boiling water at 100 degrees is far too hot, causing the center to overshoot the target temperature. So vide cooking solves this problem through precise thermal control at the target temperature. Sous vide cooking holds eggs at exactly 63 to 65 degrees Celsius for an extended period. The key insight is that bath temperature equals target temperature, preventing overshoot. Since the egg is immersed in precisely controlled water, it cannot exceed that water temperature, no matter how long it cooks. In a sous vide setup, eggs sit in a precisely controlled water bath at the exact target temperature, allowing perfect control. The relationship between cooking time and temperature is nonlinear and critical. The rate of protein denaturation follows Arrhenius kinetics, K of T equals A times e to the negative EA over RT. As a rule of thumb, reaction rates approximately double for every 10 degrees Celsius increase in temperature. This graph compares temperature evolution in boiling versus sous vide, showing how sous vide maintains the precise target temperature. At 100 degrees Celsius in boiling water, eggs easily overcook within 6 to 7 minutes. At 63 degrees Celsius in sous vide, eggs can safely remain for 45 minutes or more without overcooking. The eggshell and membranes create additional thermal barriers affecting cooking. The calcium carbonate shell adds thermal resistance, slowing the rate of heat penetration into the egg contents. Thermal resistance of the shell is R equals thickness D over thermal conductivity kappa times area A. Eggs with thicker shells require proportionally longer cooking times to reach the same internal temperature. This cross-section shows the shell, membrane, white, and yolk layers, each adding thermal resistance to heat flow. The initial temperature of the egg dramatically affects cooking time. A room temperature egg starts at approximately 20 degrees Celsius before cooking begins. A refrigerated egg starts much colder at about 4 degrees Celsius. The temperature difference to cover is delta T equals T final minus T initial. Cold eggs from the refrigerator need 30 to 50% longer cooking time than room temperature eggs. Starting from a lower temperature means more total heat must be transferred, extending cooking time significantly. Water motion around the egg affects heat transfer rates through convection. The convective heat transfer coefficient H depends on velocity v, viscosity mu, and density ρ of the water. In still water without circulation, heat transfer is slow and cooking becomes non-uniform around the egg surface. With circulating water, heat transfer is faster and much more uniform across the entire egg surface. This comparison shows how water circulation creates uniform heat transfer, while still water produces uneven heating patterns. Let's work through a quantitative example for soft-boiled egg cooking. Our target is 63 degrees Celsius at the center, using 100-degree boiling water. The approximate formula is T equals R squared over alpha times the natural log of T0 minus TW over TF minus TW. With radius 2.5 centimeters, initial 20 degrees, final 63 degrees, and water at 100 degrees. We calculate T approximately equals 0.025 squared over 1.4 times 10 to the negative 7 times natural log of 80 over 37. This gives approximately 360 seconds or 6 minutes cooking time. This theoretical prediction matches empirical soft boil times remarkably well, validating our heat transfer model. Now let's analyze the sous vide approach with precise temperature control. We set the water bath to 63 degrees Celsius and use an egg straight from the fridge at 4 degrees. The full solution involves an infinite series, but the key point is exponential approach to bath temperature. After 45 minutes, the entire egg, including the center, reaches 63 degrees Celsius uniformly. The yolk remains perfectly liquid while the white is set, creating an impossible-to-achieve texture with traditional methods. Both center and surface temperatures asymptotically approach the 63-degree bath temperature, ensuring uniform cooking. Precise temperature control creates distinct protein states and textures. At 60 to 62 degrees, proteins form a custard-like gel with very soft white texture. At 63 to 65 degrees, we get soft but set white with liquid yolk, the ideal range for most applications. At 66 to 68 degrees, the white becomes firm and the yolk takes on a jammy, partially set texture. Above 70 degrees, both white and yolk become fully hard-boiled. Each temperature range produces distinct textures, from custard-like to hard-boiled, allowing precise control over egg doneness.